Morning light spreads across Route 47. Fog rolls over the empty fields on both sides of the road. Michael drives his old pickup truck, taking his 2 daughters to school like every other morning. The radio hums softly. Emma, 9, and Sophie, 7, laugh in the back seat, 2 bright voices cutting through the morning mist. A new day begins in the suburbs as peacefully as ever. Then something makes his hands hesitate on the wheel. A black sedan. Flipped on its side, steam rising from the hood, the driver's door hangs open. Sophie spots it first. Her small voice cracks the quiet. "Daddy, someone's hurt." Michael's foot hovers over the gas. His mind says keep driving. But his hands don't listen. The truck slows to a crawl. He pulls over. A woman in a dark suit slumped against the steering wheel, blood tangled in her hair, one hand gripping a leather bag like it's life itself. Michael looks into the rearview mirror. 2 frightened faces stare back at him, waiting for their father to decide what kind of man he really is. He opens the door, steps into the fog, and that's when he hears it, a faint clicking sound from inside the wreck. Not the sound of an engine. Something colder. Something deliberate. He doesn't know it yet, but stopping here won't just change his morning. It will rewrite the rest of his life and put all 3 of them in someone else's crosshairs. Michael tells the girls to stay in the truck. He locks the doors. Then he runs to the wreck. The woman is breathing, barely. Blood runs from a cut above her eyebrow. He checks for a pulse, weak but steady. He calls 911. The dispatcher tells him the ambulance will take 40 minutes. They're in the middle of nowhere, too far from the city. Michael makes a decision. He carries the woman to his truck. She's lighter than he expected. He lays her across the passenger seat, uses his jacket as a pillow. Emma and Sophie sit frozen in the back. Their eyes follow every movement. Michael speaks softly. "It's okay. Dad's just helping someone who needs help." Sophie's voice trembles. "Is she going to die?" "No, baby. She'll be fine." He drives fast. The hospital is 20 minutes away. The woman doesn't wake up. At the emergency room, nurses take her right away. Michael waits in the hallway with his daughters. The plastic chairs are hard. The fluorescent lights hum overhead. The smell of disinfectant fills the air. A nurse asks for information. Michael knows nothing. No ID. No phone. The woman's cell is shattered in the wreck. They wait. Emma leans her head against his shoulder. Sophie holds his hand tight. Through the glass window of the exam room, Michael watches doctors work on the woman. She looks peaceful now, clean. But something about her face holds sadness, even unconscious. Sophie whispers, "Does she have a family?" Michael stares at the woman. "I don't know, sweetheart, but I'm sure someone's worried about her," Emma says quietly. "She looks sad, even when she's sleeping." The hallway clock ticks. Machines beep in distant rooms. The waiting feels familiar. Michael sat in a hospital like this 3 years ago, waiting for Sarah, hoping for a miracle that never came. Maybe today he can be someone else's miracle. The doctor steps out. She's awake, but there's a problem. She doesn't remember anything. Temporary amnesia. Could be days. Could be weeks. Michael nods, takes the girl's hands. As they walk back to see her, he doesn't notice. The black sedan pulling into the hospital parking lot. Engine idling, watching. Someone else knows she's here. The woman opens her eyes. The ceiling is unfamiliar. White, sterile. She tries to sit up. Pain shoots through her head. Michael sits beside her bed. His voice is gentle. "You're okay. You were in an accident." She struggles to focus. Who am I? Where am I? You're at County General. I found you on Route 47. Do you remember anything?" Her hands shake. She touches her face, her hair. Nothing feels familiar. "I don't know. I don't know anything." The doctor explains her condition. No internal injuries, a concussion, memory loss, no identification, no way to contact anyone. The hospital recommends she stay somewhere safe until her memory returns. Michael looks at her, sees the fear in her eyes, the same fear he saw in Sarah's eyes years ago. He hears himself speak before he can stop. You can stay at my place, just until you remember something. She stares at him. I can't ask you to do that. You're not asking. I'm offering. She has no other choice. She nods. Michael's house sits at the edge of town. Small, wooden, a vegetable garden in the back. Wind chimes hang from the porch. Inside, everything is simple. An old couch, a small television, family photos on the walls. Emma and Sophie watch the stranger with curious eyes. Emma keeps her distance. Sophie bounces forward with questions. Michael clears out his bedroom. You take this. I'll sleep on the couch. The woman looks around. I don't want to be a burden. This house has been too quiet for too long. She notices the photos. A woman with kind eyes, blonde hair, holding two young girls. Your wife? Michael nods but doesn't explain. Not yet. He goes to the kitchen, pours coffee into a blue ceramic mug, his daily ritual. That night, the woman lies in the unfamiliar bed. Sleep won't come. Her mind searches for something. Anything. But there's only darkness. Then fragments appear. Sharp. Painful. A tall building. Glass windows. City lights below. A man's voice. Cold. You can't leave me. The feeling of suffocation. Trapped. Desperate to escape. Driving in the dark. Tears on her face. Hands gripping the wheel too tight. Impact. Screaming metal. Then nothing. She wakes, gasping. Sweat covers her skin. Morning comes. Michael makes breakfast. The woman sits at the kitchen table. She feels out of place, but somehow comfortable. Do you remember your name? Michael asks. He hands her coffee. The same blue mug. She closes her eyes. Searches. One word surfaces. Kate. I think my name is Kate. Okay, Kate. Take your time. It'll come back. Days pass. Kate learns the rhythm of Michael's house. She helps with dishes, folds laundry. Her hands work automatically. Muscle memory from a life she can't recall. She uses the blue mug every morning. It becomes hers without asking. Emma watches her carefully. Still guarded. Sophie chatters endlessly, shows Kate her drawings, her toys, her favorite hiding spot in the garden. One afternoon, Kate sits on the back porch. Emma and Sophie play in the grass. Crickets chirp. Leaves rustle in the breeze. Sophie runs over. Can you help me make a flower crown? Kate smiles. The first real smile since the accident. I'd love to. They gather wildflowers. Kate's fingers move with confidence, weaving stems together, creating something beautiful. Sophie places the crown on Kate's head. You're a queen. Kate pulls Sophie into a hug. Something warm spreads through her chest. For the first time since waking up, she feels needed. Not for what she owns or controls, just for being here. Michael stands in the kitchen doorway, watching. Something shifts inside him. The house hasn't felt this alive in 3 years, not since Sarah died. But he's careful. This woman is a stranger. She could remember everything tomorrow and disappear. He can't let himself hope. That evening, after the girls go to bed, Kate and Michael sit together, drinking tea. The silence is comfortable. Night sounds drift through the open window. You're very patient with me, Kate says. I don't even know who I am. Everyone deserves help, no matter who they are. But what if I'm a bad person? Michael looks at her. Really looks. Your eyes aren't the eyes of a bad person. Kate wants to believe him, but fear lives in her chest. A nameless dread that follows her everywhere. Late that night, she can't sleep again. She walks to the living room, turns on the television, low volume, just for noise. Then she sees it. A news report. Catherine Reynolds, CEO of Reynolds International, remains missing after a car accident 3 days ago. Authorities continue to search. Kate freezes. The screen shows a photo. A woman in an expensive suit. Hair perfect. Expression cold. Professional. It's her. She stares at her own face. A stranger wearing her skin. The caption reads, Billionaire tech executive, age 34, no known family. Kate turns off the television. Fast. Her heart pounds. Michael is still asleep on the couch in the next room. She knows now. She's rich, powerful. But the knowledge brings no comfort, only more questions. Why was she running? Who was she running from? And why does the thought of going back fill her with terror? She thinks about waking Michael, telling him everything. But something stops her. Once he knows who she is, everything will change. The simple kindness, the warm meals, the sound of children laughing. All of it will end. For now, she wants to stay Kate. Not Catherine Reynolds, not the CEO, just Kate. The woman who makes flower crowns and drinks tea on the porch. But the past doesn't let go easily. The next morning, a black sedan drives slowly past the house. Kate sees it through the window. Her body reacts before her mind does. Fear floods her system. Her hands shake. The blue mug slips, nearly falls. Michael notices. You okay? I thought I saw something. The car disappears, but Kate knows. They're looking for her, whoever they are. That night, another nightmare. Worse than before. A dark room, hands grabbing her wrists. A voice hissing in her ear. You belong to me. You can't run. She wakes, screaming. Michael rushes in. Kate, what happened? She's crying. Shaking. He sits on the edge of the bed, doesn't touch her, just stays close. I'm scared, she whispers. I'm so scared of what I'll remember. You don't have to face it alone. Kate looks at him. This man who saved her, who gave her shelter, who asks for nothing in return. Why are you so kind to me? However, Michael is quiet for a long moment. Because someone was kind to me once, when I needed it most. And because I don't want to see you hurt. Kate reaches for his hand, holds it tight. What if remembering means I have to leave this place? Leave you and the girls? Then we'll deal with it when it comes. But in her heart, Kate knows. The past is already here, circling like a predator. And soon, she'll have to face it. She doesn't remember everything yet, but her body remembers. The fear is real. The danger is real. And the man in her nightmares, the one who said she couldn't leave, is still out there, still searching. The peace of this small house feels fragile, beautiful, temporary. Kate closes her eyes, whispers to herself, I don't want to be Catherine Reynolds. I want to stay here. I want to be Kate. But wanting isn't enough. Never has been. A week passes. Kate becomes part of the daily rhythm. She wakes when Michael wakes, makes breakfast while he showers, packs lunches for Emma and Sophie. The girls leave for school. The house falls quiet. Kate cleans, washes, dishes, folds clothes, simple tasks that feel strangely satisfying. She always uses the blue mug. Michael notices, smiles but says nothing. Afternoons, she waits for the school bus. Emma and Sophie run down the driveway. Sophie throws her arms around Kate's waist. Emma smiles now. Small smiles, but real. They do homework at the kitchen table. Kate helps with math problems, reading assignments. Her mind works fast. She solves equations without thinking. Emma notices. You're really smart, Emma says. Kate doesn't know how to respond. She doesn't feel smart. She feels lost. Evenings are the best part. Michael comes home from his construction job, tired, dusty. But his face lights up when he sees them. Dinner together, all four of them. The clink of silverware, soft laughter. Kate learns that Sophie loves carrots but hates peas. That Emma reads 3 books a week. That Michael never complains, even when his back hurts. One Saturday afternoon, they sit in the backyard. Sun filters through the trees. Birdsong, the rustle of leaves. Sophie chases butterflies. Emma lies in the grass reading. Kate closes her eyes, feels the warmth on her face. Peace settles over her like a blanket. You look happy, Michael says. Kate opens her eyes. I am. I don't remember ever feeling this way, even though you don't remember anything. Maybe because I don't remember anything. She watches Sophie spin in circles. This feels real. Everything else feels like a bad dream. Michael wants to tell her she can stay forever, but the words stick in his throat. Nothing lasts forever. He learned that when Sarah died. They make dinner together that night. Grilled chicken, salad, corn on the cob. The kitchen fills with warmth, laughter, the clatter of plates. Sophie tells a joke. Emma groans. Kate laughs so hard tears run down her face. Michael watches her, memorizes this moment. Just in case. After the girls go to bed, Michael and Kate sit on the porch. Stars fill the sky. The air smells like cut grass. Crickets sing. Somewhere far off, an owl calls. The girls really like you, Michael says. I love them. The words come easily. True. Thank you for letting me be part of this. You are part of this. Kate looks at him. Something unspoken passes between them. Something neither of them is ready to name. Then, Michael's phone rings. Unknown number. He answers. A man's voice. Smooth. Professional. I'm looking for a woman who was in an accident on Route 47. Do you know anything about that? Michael's body goes rigid. Who is this? The line goes dead. Kate sees his face. What's wrong? Someone's asking about you. Fear floods back. The peaceful evening shatters. Kate stands, paces. They found me. Who? I don't know. But something's wrong. I can feel it. Michael stands too. We'll figure it out. Together. But Kate knows. The safe bubble just burst. Reality is closing in. That night, she can't sleep. She lies awake, listening. Every sound makes her jump. A car passing on the road. Wind rattling the windows. Her own heartbeat. She thinks about running. Leaving before dawn. Disappearing before whoever called finds her. But then she thinks about Sophie's laugh. Emma's shy smile. Michael's steady presence. The blue mug on the counter. She can't leave them. Not without knowing they'll be safe. At 3 a.m, she gets up. Goes to Michael's laptop in the living room. Her hands shake as she types her own name. Catherine Reynolds. Articles fill the screen. Photos. News reports. Tech billionaire missing. Reynolds' international stock plummets. Husband Richard Sterling offers $1 million reward for information. Husband. The word hits her like a punch. She has a husband. His photo stares back at her. Handsome. Cold eyes. Expensive suit. Richard Sterling. Just seeing his face makes her stomach turn. Her body knows what her mind doesn't. This man is danger. Kate closes the laptop. Sits in the dark. Her heart pounds. She remembers now. Not everything, but enough. She was running from him, and now he knows where she is. Dawn breaks. Kate stands in Michael's bedroom. Her small bag sits on the bed. A few clothes Michael bought her. Nothing else. She owns nothing. Emma and Sophie sleep in the next room. Kate walks to their door, looks at their peaceful faces. Sophie clutches a stuffed rabbit. Emma's arm hangs off the bed. Tears slide down Kate's face. She wants to wake them. Say goodbye. But goodbyes will only make this harder. She knows what she has to do. The longer she stays, the more danger she brings. Richard won't stop looking. And when he finds her, everyone near her will suffer. Better to leave now, before Michael and his daughters pay for her mistakes. Kate picks up her bag. Her hand shakes. Every part of her screams to stay. This house is the only place she's felt safe. The only place she's felt human. But safety is an illusion. It always was. She walks to the living room. Michael sleeps on the couch. His face looks younger in sleep, peaceful. She memorizes every detail. Going somewhere? Kate jumps. Michael sits up. His eyes are alert. Awake. I have to leave. Before it's too late. Michael stands. Too late for what? For you. For the girls. Richard is looking for me. The man who called. Those people asking questions. It's all him. He won't stop. And when he finds me here, he'll destroy you. Let him try. You don't understand. He's not just angry. He's dangerous. He has money, power. People who do whatever he asks. If he knows I'm here, if he knows about Emma and Sophie, he'll use them against me. Michael steps closer. So you're just going to run? Keep running forever? What else can I do? Stay. Fight. We'll figure it out together. Kate shakes her head. Tears won't stop. I can't let you protect me. You have children. They need you. They can't lose another parent. They'll lose you too if you leave. The words hit hard. True. Sophie will cry. Emma will go back to being distant, guarded. And Michael, the man who saved her, who gave her a home, she's about to walk out of his life like she never existed. I'm sorry, Kate whispers. I'm so sorry. Footsteps on the stairs. Sophie appears. Her hair sticks up on one side, sleep still in her eyes. Kate? Where are you going? Kate kneels down, pulls Sophie into her arms. I have to go take care of some things, sweetheart. Will you come back? Kate can't answer. Her throat closes. Sophie's eyes fill with tears. I don't want you to leave. I love you. Those 3 words break something inside Kate. She holds Sophie tighter, breathes in the smell of her hair. Strawberry shampoo. Emma appears too. Sees the bag, sees Kate crying. She understands without asking. You're not coming back, are you? Emma. It's okay. Everyone leaves eventually. Emma's voice is flat, resigned. The voice of a child who's learned not to hope. Michael puts his hand on Emma's shoulder. No one's leaving. Kate looks at him. Michael, you don't understand what he'll do. Then help me understand. Tell me everything. Let me help. Kate wants to. God, she wants to. But fear chokes the words. Her phone rings. The one Michael recovered from her wrecked car. She replaced the SIM card yesterday. Now she regrets it. Unknown number, she answers. Puts it on speaker. A woman's voice. Professional. Familiar. Catherine? It's Jennifer. Your assistant. Are you all right? Everyone's been worried. Jennifer. I'm fine. But don't tell anyone where I am. It's too late for that. Richard knows you survived the accident. He's hired investigators. They've traced your phone activity to a small town outside the city. Catherine, he's coming for you. And he's not alone. Kate's hand tightens on the phone. What do you mean, not alone? He's filed paperwork. Says you're mentally unstable, unfit to run the company. He's trying to take everything. And if you don't come back in 72 hours, the board votes to remove you. Michael watches Kate's face. Sees the color drain. Jennifer continues. There's more. He's been asking about anyone who might have helped you. Hospitals, police reports. If he finds out about the people you're staying with, he'll use them. You know he will. Kate looks at Michael. At Emma. At Sophie, still wrapped around her waist. I have to go back. Michael shakes his head. We'll go together. No, you stay here. If something happens to me, at least the girls will still have you. Nothing's going to happen to you. You don't know that. Then we make sure of it. Together. Kate looks at the faces surrounding her. This family that took her in, protected her, loved her when she was nothing but a stranger. She can't drag them into her war, but she also can't keep running. For once in her life, she has to stand and fight. Okay, she says quietly. But we do this my way, carefully, safely. Michael nods. Your way. Sophie hugs her tighter. You're not leaving? Kate kisses the top of her head. Not yet, baby. Not yet. But in her heart, she knows. The peace is over. The storm is here, and whether she leaves or stays, blood will spill before this ends. Michael insists on going with her. Kate refuses 3 times. He refuses to listen. The girls need you here, Kate says. The girls need both of us to come back safe. Michael picks up his phone, calls his neighbor. Helen? Can Emma and Sophie stay with you for a couple days? Something came up. Kate watches him make arrangements. This man who barely knows her, risking everything for a stranger. Why are you doing this? She asks when he hangs up. Michael looks at her directly. Because I lost Sarah. I sat by her hospital bed and watched her slip away. I couldn't do anything. Couldn't save her. I'm not going to sit here again while someone I care about walks into danger alone. Someone I care about. The words hang in the air between them. Emma appears in the doorway. You're both leaving? Michael kneels down, takes her hands. Just for a little while. We need to help Kate with something important. Helen will take care of you and Sophie. Emma looks at Kate, then back at her father. Are you coming back? I promise. You promised Mom would get better too. The words cut deep. Michael flinches. Kate sees the pain flash across his face. I know, sweetheart. But this time is different. This time I can actually help. Emma doesn't look convinced. But she nods. Sophie clings to Kate's leg. Be safe. We will, baby. Sophie runs inside. Returns with the flower crown, carefully preserved. Take this, so you remember to come home. Kate takes it. Holds it like treasure. An hour later, they're on the road. Michael drives his pickup truck toward the city. Kate sits silent. The flower crown rests on the dashboard, watching the landscape change. Fields become suburbs. Suburbs become towers of glass and steel. Are you scared? Michael asks. Terrified. Me too. Kate looks at him. You don't have to do this. You can still turn around. So can you. Have him scented if you have. No, I can't. Not anymore. They drive in silence for a while. Then Kate speaks. I need to tell you everything. About Richard. About who I really am. Catherine Reynolds. CEO. Billionaire. I know. Kate's head snaps toward him. How? I saw the news. Saw your picture. Took me about 2 seconds to figure it out. Michael keeps his eyes on the road. I didn't say anything because I could tell you didn't want to be that person. You wanted to be Kate. So I let you. Tears sting Kate's eyes. You knew. This whole time. The money doesn't matter. The title doesn't matter. What matters is you were hurt. Scared. Alone. And you needed help. Kate wipes her eyes. I don't deserve you. Probably not. But you're stuck with me now. They reach the city by noon. Kate directs Michael to her penthouse. Top floor. 42nd story. The building doorman recognizes her immediately. Mrs. Sterling, everyone's been looking for you. Kate puts a finger to her lips. Don't tell anyone I'm here. Not yet. The elevator rises. Michael watches the numbers climb. He's never been this high up. Never seen the city from this angle. The penthouse doors open. Kate steps inside. Everything is exactly as she left it. Pristine, cold, empty. Michael looks around. Expensive furniture, modern art, floor-to-ceiling windows. This is where you lived? This is where I existed. Kate walks to a hidden wall panel, presses her thumb to a scanner. A safe opens. She pulls out a USB drive. Everything I need. Proof of Richard's fraud. Stolen funds. Forged contracts. 5. Then we take it to the police. It's not that simple. Richard has connections. Lawyers. He owns people in the police department. So what do we do? Before Kate can answer, the penthouse door opens. A man walks in. Tall. Expensive suit. Dark hair. Cold. Smile. Richard Sterling. Catherine. You're home. He holds a key card. Her key card. Of course, he kept a copy. Kate steps in front of Michael. How did you know I was here? I always know where you are. The doorman texted me the second you walked in. Loyal employees are worth their weight in gold. Richard's eyes slide to Michael. And who's this? Your new bodyguard? A friend. A friend. Richard laughs. You don't have friends, Catherine. You have assets. Liabilities. Which one is he? Michael steps forward. I'm the guy telling you to leave her alone. Richard's smile widens. Brave. Stupid. But brave. Do you know who you're talking to? A man who hurts women. The smile drops. Richard's face goes cold. Careful. You're in my city now. My building. My world. And in my world, people who interfere tend to disappear. Kate grabs Michael's arm. Don't. Richard circles them like a predator. Here's what's going to happen. Catherine comes back to me. Drops the divorce. Withdraws all accusations. And I forget about you and your 2 little girls. Michael goes rigid. You leave my daughters out of this. Then stay out of my marriage. Kate steps between them. I'll give you what you want. But only if you sign a legal agreement. Leave Michael and his family alone. Forever. Richard considers. Fine. I'll have my lawyer draw something up. Now. We do it now, or I destroy this. Kate holds up the USB drive. Richard's jaw tightens, but he pulls out his phone, calls his lawyer. Draft a non-interference agreement. Immediately. 20 minutes later, a man arrives with papers. Richard signs. Kate watches every stroke of the pen. There. Happy? Kate pockets the document. Then she does something Richard doesn't expect. She smiles. Actually, yes. Because this conversation was recorded. Your threat, your admission, all of it. Richard's face drains of color. You wouldn't. I already sent it to my assistant, with instructions to release it to the press and authorities if anything happens to me or anyone I care about. Richard's hand shoots out, grabs Kate's wrist. You little... Michael moves fast, shoves Richard back. Hard. Richard stumbles. His face twists with rage. You're both dead. You hear me? Dead. Sirens wail outside. Getting closer. Kate pulls out her phone. Jennifer called the police before we came. Told them about your fraud, your threats. They're coming for you, Richard. It's over. Police flood the penthouse. Richard's lawyer tries to intervene, but the evidence is overwhelming. Fraud, embezzlement, witness intimidation. They cuff Richard. He thrashes. Screams, threats. Promises revenge. But Kate doesn't flinch. She stands tall. Michael beside her. Richard is dragged away. The penthouse falls silent. Kate collapses onto the couch. Michael sits beside her. Neither speaks for a long moment. It's over, Kate finally whispers. Not yet, but we're getting there. Kate looks at him. What do we do now? We go home. To the girls. Where we belong. Kate takes his hand, squeezes tight. For the first time in years, she believes in something. Not power, not money, but this. Connection, trust, family. The city glitters below, but Kate doesn't look at it. She looks at Michael, and she knows. Home isn't a place. It's a person. It's two little girls waiting for her. It's this man who risked everything for a stranger. Home is wherever they are. But as they leave the building, neither notices the car following them. Black sedan, tinted windows, patient. Someone else has been watching, waiting. And Richard Sterling isn't the only enemy they have. They drive home in silence. Kate stares out the window. The city fades behind them. Fields return, open sky. But the peace doesn't come back. Michael glances at her. You okay? I don't know. I thought I'd feel relieved, but I just feel empty. It takes time. Me. They reach Helen's house just after dark. Emma and Sophie run out. Sophie crashes into Kate's arms. Emma hugs Michael tight. You came back, Emma whispers. I promised. Inside Michael's house, everything looks the same, but something feels different. Kate can't name it. A shift in the air. A wrongness. That night, Emma comes to Kate's room, knocks softly. Can I talk to you? Of course, sweetheart. Emma sits on the edge of the bed, won't meet Kate's eyes. When Dad was gone, a woman came looking for him. Kate's body goes cold. What woman? She said she was our mom, our real mom. The words hang heavy. Michael never told Kate the girls were adopted. But it makes sense now. The lack of resemblance. The way he talks about them with such fierce protectiveness. What did she want? She left an address. Said she wanted to see Dad. Emma's voice cracks. She wants us back, doesn't she? Kate pulls Emma close. Hey, look at me. Michael is your dad. He's raised you, loved you. That's what matters. But what if she takes us away? She won't. I promise. But Kate doesn't know if she can keep that promise. When Emma leaves, Kate finds Michael in the kitchen. We need to talk. He knows before she speaks. Sees it in her face. Emma told you. Why didn't you tell me? Michael sits down, heavy, tired. Because it doesn't matter. They're my daughters. Biology doesn't change that. But their birth mother wants them back? Her name is Angela. She gave them up 5 years ago. Drug addiction. Couldn't take care of them. Sarah and I adopted them when they were 2 and 4. We gave them everything. Love. Stability. Home. And now she's back. Now she's back. Michael rubs his face. She says she's clean, has a job, wants to be part of their lives. What does she legally have? That's the problem. She never terminated her parental rights. The adoption was supposed to be finalized after Sarah died, but I kept putting it off. Too much grief. Too much paperwork. And now Angela's lawyer says she can petition for custody. Kate's mind races. I'll hire you the best lawyer. We'll fight this. I can't take your money. It's not about money. It's about family. Michael looks at her. Something passes between them. Gratitude. Connection. Something deeper neither wants to name yet. The next day, Kate contacts her lawyers. The best in the state. They review Angela's case. The news isn't good. She has legal standing, the lawyer says. If she can prove she's stable, a judge might grant shared custody or full custody. Michael sits in the lawyer's office. His hands shake. They're my kids. I've raised them for 5 years. I understand. But the law favors biological parents when they've rehabilitated. Kate leans forward. What if there's more to the story? What if someone's paying Angela to do this? The lawyer looks interested. You have evidence? Not yet, but I will. Kate hires a private investigator. Within 48 hours, he finds the connection. Bank transfers, large deposits into Angela's account, all from shell companies, all traced back to Richard's business associates. Richard is in jail, but he still has reach, still has money, still has people willing to do his bidding. He's using Angela to hurt Michael, to hurt Kate by proxy. Kate confronts Angela at her apartment. Small, shabby, but clean. Angela opens the door. Thin, dark circles under her eyes. You're Catherine Reynolds. I am. And I know Richard paid you. Angela's face crumbles. I didn't want to do it, but I need the money, and I do want to see my girls. I think about them every day. Then do the right thing. Tell the truth. Don't let Richard use you. Angela starts crying. But if I do, he'll release the videos. Old videos of me using. He'll destroy any chance I have of seeing them. He's destroying that chance anyway, can't you see? He's making you the villain. Angela sinks onto her couch. I was a terrible mother. I know that. But I'm better now. I've been clean for 2 years. I have a job. A life. I just want them to know I didn't abandon them because I didn't love them. Kate sits beside her. Then be honest with Michael. Work something out. Visits, supervised at first. Build trust. But don't try to take them away from the only father they've ever known. Angela wipes her eyes. You really love them, don't you? Like they're my own. And Michael? Kate doesn't answer. Doesn't need to. Angela takes a breath. Okay. I'll tell the court the truth. That Richard paid me. That I was manipulated. But I want to ask Michael if I can see them sometimes. Just to know they're okay. Kate nods. I'll talk to him. But when Kate returns to Michael's house, something's wrong. The front door is open. Helen stands on the porch. Her face is white. They're gone. Emma and Sophie. Angela took them. Michael comes running from the house. What? Helen's hands shake. A woman came. Said she was their mother. Had legal papers. I didn't know what to do. She took them 20 minutes ago. Michael grabs his keys. Kate grabs his arm. Wait. Something's not right. Angela was just with me. She didn't take them. Michael stares at her. Then who did? Kate's phone rings. Unknown number. She answers on speaker. A man's voice. Cold. Efficient. Mrs. Sterling. You and Richard need to have a conversation. He's willing to drop charges against your friend's custody case. In exchange, you withdraw everything against him. Who are you? Someone who gets things done. The girls are safe. For now. But you have 24 hours to decide. Richard walks free, or you never see those children again. The line goes dead. Michael's face goes pale. Then red, then pale again. He took my daughters. Kate's mind races. He's still in jail. He couldn't have done this himself. But he arranged it. He knew exactly how to hurt us. Kate pulls out her phone. Calls Jennifer. I need Richard's visitor logs. Everyone who's seen him in jail. Now. Within an hour, they have names. Business associates, lawyers, and one name that stands out. Marcus Webb, Richard's head of security. The man who makes problems disappear. Kate knows that name. Knows what he's capable of. They were wrong. The fight isn't over. It's just beginning. And now innocent children are caught in the middle. Number Part 8. A. Number. The major action build-up. Word count. Ein, 5 words. Michael doesn't wait for a plan. He grabs his truck keys and heads for the door. Kate catches his arm. Wait. We need to think this through. My daughters are out there with a man who works for your husband. I'm not waiting. And if you rush in, you'll get yourself killed. Then who saves them? Michael stops. His chest heaves. His hands shake with rage and fear. Kate pulls out her phone, calls her investigator. Marcus Webb. I need his location. Now. That'll take time. We don't have time. He has 2 children, Emma and Sophie Carter, 7 and 9 years old. Find them. She hangs up, looks at Michael. We will find them, I promise you. Your promises don't mean anything if they're hurt. The words cut. But Kate doesn't flinch. I know. That's why we're going to do this smart. Her phone buzzes. A text from Jennifer. Richard's attorney just filed an emergency appeal, requesting bail. Hearing in 2 hours. Kate's blood runs cold. He's getting out. What? Richard. He's trying to make bail. If he does, if he walks free, he'll disappear with the girls. We'll never find them. Michael grabs his coat. Then we stop the hearing. We can't. But we can make sure he doesn't get what he wants. 2. Kate calls her lawyer. Explains the situation. The kidnapping. The threats. Within 30 minutes, they've filed an emergency injunction. Evidence of Richard's continued criminal activity. Witness tampering. Child endangerment. The hearing happens anyway. Kate and Michael sit in the courtroom. Richard walks in wearing an expensive suit. His lawyer beside him. He looks calm, confident. His eyes find Kate. He smiles. She wants to lunge across the room, tear that smile off his face. But she stays seated, perfectly still. The judge reviews the evidence. Richard's lawyer argues he's not a flight risk, that the charges are exaggerated, that his wife is vindictive and unstable. Kate's lawyer stands, presents the new evidence, the phone call, the threat, Marcus Webb's connection to Richard. The judge's expression hardens. Bail denied. Mr. Sterling will remain in custody pending trial. Richard's face goes red. He stands, shouts. This is a setup. She's lying. Security removes him. He's still screaming as they drag him out. Kate breathes. One small victory. But the girls are still missing. Outside the courthouse, her phone rings. The investigator. I found something. Marcus Webb owns a property outside the city. 40 minutes north. Isolated. Could be where he's keeping them. Kate grabs Michael. Let's go. They drive fast. Too fast. Michael white-knuckles the steering wheel. Kate navigates. Her heart pounds. Rain starts to fall. Hard. The windshield wipers struggle to keep up. The road becomes slick. Thunder rumbles in the distance. What if we're too late? Michael's voice cracks. We're not. We won't be. They reach the property. A small house surrounded by trees. One car in the driveway. Lights on inside. Rain pounds the roof. Michael reaches for the door handle. Kate stops him. We need backup. Police. No time. They could move them any second. Michael. But he's already out of the truck. Running through the rain toward the house. Kate curses. Follows. They reach the front window. Peer inside. Rain streams down their faces. Emma and Sophie sit on a couch. A woman stands near them. Not Marcus, not Angela. Someone Kate doesn't recognize. The woman looks nervous. Keeps checking her phone. The girls look scared but unharmed. Michael moves toward the door. Kate grabs him, whispers, "Wait, where's Marcus?" As if in answer, headlights appear down the driveway. A black SUV. It parks. Marcus Webb steps out, tall, muscular, cold eyes. He walks toward the house. Michael and Kate duck behind a tree. Rain soaks through their clothes. Lightning flashes. Marcus enters. They hear his voice through the window. "Any problems?" The woman shakes her head. "They've been quiet." "Good. We move them in an hour. Boss wants them at the secondary location." "Secondary location. They're running out of time." Michael looks at Kate, whispers, "I'm going in. You'll get yourself killed. Then help me." Kate's mind races. She pulls out her phone. Texts Jennifer, "Call the police. Send them to this address." She sends the location. "Tell them kidnapping in progress. Armed suspect." Then she looks at Michael. "Okay, here's what we do." Kate walks to the front door. Knocks. Loud. Marcus opens it. His hand moves to his waistband, where he keeps his gun. "Mrs. Sterling." What a surprise. "Let the girls go. Richard's in jail. His bail was denied. Whatever he promised you. He can't deliver now." Marcus smiles. "I don't work for promises. I work for cash, and I've already been paid. I'll pay you double, triple. Name your price." Not interested. He starts to close the door. Kate shoves her foot in. "Those children are innocent. Let them go." Marcus's hand moves to his gun, pulls it out, points it at Kate's chest. "Step back, or I put a bullet in you." Michael appears from the side, tackles Marcus. They crash to the ground. The gun skitters across the floor. Rain pours through the open door. The woman screams. Emma and Sophie scream. Marcus is bigger, stronger. He flips Michael over, punches him hard. Blood sprays from Michael's nose. Kate runs inside, grabs the gun. Her hands shake. She's never held a gun before. "Stop! Stop or I'll shoot!" Marcus looks at her, laughs. "You won't shoot. You're not a killer." He's right. She's not. But she doesn't lower the gun. Michael struggles to his feet. His face is bloody, swelling. "Kate, get the girls out." Emma and Sophie run to Kate. She pushes them toward the door. "Go to the truck. Lock the doors. Don't come out." But the woman blocks their path. "They're not going anywhere." Kate realizes too late. The woman isn't a random accomplice. She knows exactly what she's doing. "Who are you?" The woman's face hardens. Someone who's tired of rich people thinking they can buy their way out of everything. "Richard paid me well, and I intend to finish the job." She pulls out a knife, moves toward Emma. Kate doesn't think. She throws herself between them. The knife catches her arm. Pain explodes. Blood flows. But Kate doesn't drop the gun. She points it at the woman. "Touch them and I will shoot you. I swear to God." The woman freezes, sees something in Kate's eyes. Belief. Michael uses the distraction. Punches Marcus again. Harder. Marcus stumbles back. Hits his head on the corner of a table. Goes down. Still. Sirens wail in the distance. Getting closer. The woman drops the knife. Runs for the back door. Kate lets her go. Doesn't matter. The police will find her. Emma and Sophie cling to Kate. She wraps her good arm around them. Blood soaks her sleeve, but she doesn't care. Rain mixes with tears on her face. "It's okay. You're safe now. You're safe." Michael limps over. His face is a mess. But he's alive. He pulls all three of them into his arms. They stand there, shaking, crying, holding each other. Thunder crashes overhead. Police cars flood the driveway. Officers storm in, guns drawn. Rain pours behind them. "Hands up! Everyone!" Kate raises her hands, still holding the gun carefully. "We're the victims. The kidnapper is on the floor, unconscious." Another suspect fled out the back. Officers secure Marcus. Cuff him. Call for backup. An ambulance. Paramedics arrive. Check Emma and Sophie first. They're physically fine, scared, traumatized, but unharmed. They bandage Kate's arm. The cut is deep but not life-threatening. Michael refuses treatment at first, won't leave the girls. but finally agrees to let them clean his wounds. At the hospital, they sit together in the waiting room. Emma on one side of Kate, Sophie on the other, Michael across from them. His face is bruised, swollen, but his eyes are clear. "You saved them," he says quietly. "We saved them," Sophie's small voice. "I was so scared." Kate kisses the top of her head. "I know, baby. But it's over now." Emma looks up. "Is the bad man gone?" "Yes. He can't hurt anyone anymore." But even as Kate says it, she wonders, Richard is still alive, still out there. Even behind bars, he has reach. He has resources. A detective comes over, takes their statements. Michael explains everything. The custody threat, Angela's manipulation, Richard's revenge plot. "We'll need you to come to the station tomorrow. Full statements. But for now, you can go home." Home. The word sounds strange. Wonderful. They drive back in silence. The rain has stopped. Stars peek through breaking clouds. The air smells clean, fresh. Emma falls asleep against Kate's shoulder. Sophie curls up in Michael's lap. Two exhausted children who've been through too much. Kate watches them. These girls she's known for only weeks. She would die for them. She almost did. Michael catches her eye, mouths two words. "Thank you." Kate shakes her head. "No thanks needed. They're family now. For better or worse." Back at the house, they put the girls to bed. Tuck them in tight. Leave the hallway light on. Kate sits between their beds until they fall asleep. Michael waits in the kitchen. When Kate comes down, he's making coffee. His hands still shake slightly. "I almost lost them today," he says. "If you hadn't been there. But I was. And we got them back. Because of you. Your money. Your connections. Your courage." He turns to face her. "I owe you everything. You owe me nothing. You saved me first, remember?" Michael steps closer. I remember everything. The first time I saw you, bleeding on the side of the road, I thought you were dying, and something in me couldn't let that happen. Why? I don't know. Instinct, maybe. Or fate. Or just dumb luck. But I'm glad I stopped, even with everything that's happened. I'm glad. Kate's throat tightens. Me too. They stand close, not touching, but the space between them feels charged. Electric. Michael raises his hand, touches her cheek gently. His fingers are rough, calloused, real. "You're bleeding again." Kate looks down. Her bandage has soaked through. "It's nothing." "It's not nothing." Michael guides her to a chair, gets the first aid kit, carefully unwraps her arm. The cut is angry, red, but clean. He works silently, competent, gentle. Applies antibiotic ointment, fresh gauze, tape. "There, good as new. You'd make a good nurse." "But," Sarah used to say that. He sits back, his face goes distant. "She was the strong one. I was just trying to keep up." "You're stronger than you think." "Not strong enough. Not for what's coming." Kate's stomach clenches. "What do you mean?" "Richard won't stop. You know that. He'll appeal. He'll bribe judges. He'll find a way out. And when he does, he won't. I won't let him." Michael looks at her. "How do you stop a man like that?" "By being smarter, faster, more determined. By having something worth fighting for." She looks toward the stairs, where Emma and Sophie sleep. "I have that now. We have that." Michael takes her hand. "Promise me something. If it comes down to it, if Richard does get out, if he comes after us, you'll run. You'll take the girls and disappear. You have the money, the resources. You can give them a life I never could." "No." "Kate. No. We don't run. Not anymore. We stand together. All of us. That's what family does." Family. The word hangs between them. Heavy. True. Michael pulls her close, wraps his arms around her. She melts into him, breathing in his scent, feeling his heartbeat. They stand like that for a long time, holding each other. Two broken people who found each other by accident, or maybe by design. Outside, the stars shine bright. The storm has passed, but both of them know This is just the eye. The real storm is still coming. And when it does, they'll face it together. Part 9. Number reunion, siege, and new truth revealed. Word count. 722 words. 3 days after the rescue, they hide. Kate rents a cabin 2 hours north, deep in the woods. No neighbors, no cell service, just trees and silence, bird calls, the rustle of wind through pines. Angela comes with them. After everything that happened, she finally told the truth. About Richard, about the money, about her shame. Michael agreed to let her come. Not as a mother, not yet, but as someone who deserves a second chance. The cabin is small, 2 bedrooms, a kitchen that smells like pine, a fireplace that crackles at night. Emma and Sophie share one room. Angela sleeps on the couch. Michael and Kate take the other bedroom. Separate beds, but close. They've been here 3 days. No one followed. No threats. No calls. Just peace. But peace feels wrong. Like the silence before thunder. Emma draws pictures by the window. Sophie plays with a stuffed bear Angela brought her. A gift. An apology in plush form. Angela sits nearby, watching, not touching, learning how to be near them without demanding anything. You're good with them, Kate says quietly. Angela's eyes fill with tears. I don't deserve to be here. Maybe not. But you're here anyway. What you do with that matters. Michael chops wood outside. Kate watches him through the window. His shirt clings to his back. Sweat despite the cold. He works like he's trying to exhaust something inside himself. Fear, anger, helplessness. Kate goes outside. Take a break. Can't. Need to keep busy. Michael, we're safe here. For now. But Richard is in jail. Marcus is in jail. We won. It's over. Michael sets down the axe, looks at her. You really believe that? Kate wants to say yes, but she can't lie. I don't know, but I have to believe it. Otherwise, I'll lose my mind. A car appears on the dirt road, moving fast. Kate's body goes rigid. Michael grabs the axe. The car stops. A woman gets out, middle-aged. Professional clothes, nervous eyes. Catherine Reynolds? Kate steps forward. Who are you? My name is Diane. I'm Richard's sister. Michael tightens his grip on the axe. Kate puts a hand on his arm. What do you want? Diane holds up her hands. Empty. To help you. Please. I know you have no reason to trust me, but I need you to listen. They bring her inside. Angela takes the girls upstairs. Diane sits at the kitchen table. Her hands shake. Richard and I grew up poor. Really poor. Our father drank. Our mother worked 3 jobs. Richard swore he'd never be poor again, and he kept that promise. But it changed him, made him cruel. Kate sits across from her. Why are you telling me this? Because he's planning something, even from jail. He's been calling people, making arrangements. I don't know all the details, but I know it involves you, and I know it's bad. How do you know this? Diane pulls out a small recording device. I visited him yesterday. He thought I was on his side. I let him think that, and I recorded everything. She plays the tape. Richard's voice fills the cabin. Cold, calculating. Catherine thinks she's won, but she's wrong. I have one more card to play, and when I do, she'll lose everything. Her company, her freedom, her life. Michael's jaw clenches. What card? Diane shakes her head. He didn't say, but there's more. She fast-forwards the tape. Richard's voice again. The hit on Michael Carter is still active. I don't care if I'm in here. Make it happen. Hit. The word hangs in the air. Heavy. Final. Kate's blood runs cold. He put a hit on Michael? And it gets worse. He's been in contact with someone in the prosecutor's office. Someone who's helping him, feeding him information, covering his tracks. Michael stands, paces. So even if he stays in jail, he can still hurt us. Yes, that's why I came. You need to know what you're up against. This isn't over, not even close. Kate's mind races. Who's helping him in the prosecutor's office? I don't know. He never said the name. Just referred to them as our friend inside. A prosecutor helping Richard. That means evidence could disappear. Witnesses could recant. The entire case could fall apart. Kate looks at Michael. At Angela. At Diane. We can't run. And we can't hide. So what do we do? Diane leans forward. You fight back. But not the way you think. Richard's weakness isn't his money or his power. It's his past. And I have proof of something he did. Something that could put him away for life. What kind of proof? Diane reaches into her bag. Pulls out a thick folder. 10 years ago, Richard killed a man. His business partner, Daniel Morrison. Everyone thought it was an accident. A car crash. But it wasn't. Richard staged it. And I have the evidence. Emails, bank transfers, a recording of him bragging about it to someone he trusted. Kate stares at the folder. Why didn't you come forward before? Because I was scared. Richard threatened me. Said if I ever spoke up, he'd destroy me. But I'm tired of being scared, and I'm tired of watching him hurt people. Michael takes the folder, flips through it. His eyes widen. This is real? Every page. Authenticated. Verified. Enough to reopen the Morrison case. Enough to charge Richard with murder. Kate's heart pounds. If we use this, he'll know you betrayed him. I know. But I can't let him keep doing this. I can't let more people get hurt. Angela appears in the doorway. Her face is pale. The girls just asked me something. They asked if the bad man is coming back. Sophie's small voice from upstairs. Kate, I'm scared. Kate goes to them. Emma and Sophie sit on the bed, clutching each other. Is he coming? Emma whispers. Kate sits beside them, pulls them close. No, baby, he's not coming. We're going to make sure of that. Promise? I promise. But even as she says it, Kate knows. Promises are fragile things, easily broken. Downstairs, Michael talks quietly with Diane, making plans. Kate hears fragments. Witness protection. Federal prosecutor. Move fast before he realizes what we have. Kate comes back down. What's the plan? Michael looks at her. We take this to the FBI. Not the local cops. Not the prosecutor's office. Federal. Someone Richard can't touch. Diane nods. I have a contact. Someone I trust. But we need to move tonight. Richard's people might already be looking for me. Then we go now. All of us. But as they gather their things, Kate's phone buzzes. A text from Jennifer. Emergency. Richard's lawyer filed new motions, claiming prosecutorial misconduct, demanding immediate release pending investigation. Kate's stomach drops. He's making his move. Michael reads over her shoulder. Can he actually get out? If he has someone inside helping him? Maybe. Diane grabs her bag. Then we're out of time. We leave now. Before they find us. They pile into 2 cars. Michael drives one with Emma and Sophie. Kate drives the other with Angela and Diane. They head toward the city, toward the FBI field office, toward the final confrontation, but none of them see the black SUV following at a distance. Headlights off, patient, waiting. The real enemy isn't Richard, not anymore. The real enemy is closer than they think, and the trap is already closing. They reach the FBI field office at dawn. The building is concrete and glass. American flags snap in the wind. Security guards check their identification at the entrance. Diane leads them to the 5th floor. An agent named Thomas Grant meets them, mid-40s, sharp eyes. He listens to everything, examines the evidence. His expression never changes. This is substantial, he finally says. If authentic, this reopens a murder investigation. Richard Sterling will face federal charges. How long? Kate asks. We move fast on cases like this. 24 to 48 hours. We'll need full statements from all of you. Witness protection if necessary. Michael shakes his head. We're not hiding anymore. Agent Grant looks at him. Mr. Sterling has resources, even from jail. You're putting your family at risk. My family has been at risk since the day I pulled Catherine from that wreck. We're done running. Grant nods slowly. Respect in his eyes. All right. But we station agents outside your home. 24-hour protection until Sterling is formally charged and all his assets frozen. Kate agrees. They spend the next 6 hours giving statements. Emma and Sophie wait in a conference room with a child advocate, coloring, watching movies, trying to forget. By afternoon, Agent Grant has enough. We're issuing a warrant. Richard Sterling will be charged with first-degree murder. His bail will be revoked permanently. His accounts frozen. His lawyers under investigation for obstruction. The words wash over Kate. Relief, exhaustion, victory. But it doesn't feel like victory yet. It feels like survival. They leave the FBI building. The sun hangs low. Golden light spills across the parking lot. Michael carries Sophie. She's asleep on his shoulder. Emma holds Kate's hand. Is it really over? Emma asks. Kate looks down at her. This brave girl who's been through so much. Yes, sweetheart. It's really over. 2 weeks later, Richard Sterling is formally charged. The news spreads everywhere. Billionaire CEO arrested for decade-old murder. His empire crumbles. Board members resign. Stock plummets. Everything he built collapses. Kate watches the news from Michael's living room. She feels nothing. No satisfaction. No revenge. Just emptiness where Richard used to live in her mind. Michael sits beside her. How do you feel? Free. And terrified. Terrified of what? Of what comes next. I've spent so long running from him. Fighting him. I don't know who I am without that. Michael takes her hand. Then we figure it out together. Kate looks around the small house. The worn furniture. The family photos on the walls. She thinks about her penthouse. The cold marble. The empty rooms. The life she left behind. I don't want to go back to that world. Then don't. But I have a company. Responsibilities. People depending on me. So handle it differently. On your terms. Not Richard's. Kate considers this. She's the CEO of Reynolds International, a billion-dollar tech company. She could run it from anywhere, do it her way, build something real instead of something cold. I could sell it, she says quietly. Take the money, start over. Michael doesn't push, doesn't tell her what to do. What do you want? Kate looks at Emma and Sophie playing in the backyard, chasing each other, laughing. She thinks about the past weeks, the fear, the danger, but also the love, the connection, the feeling of being part of something real. I want this house, these girls, you. Michael's breath catches. Kate, I know it's fast. I know we've only known each other a few weeks, but I've never felt more certain about anything. Michael cups her face. His hands are rough. Real. I've been in love with you since you made flower crowns with Sophie. Maybe before that. I just didn't let myself admit it. Kate kisses him. Soft. Then deeper. Years of loneliness melt away. For both of them. When they break apart, Emma stands in the doorway, watching, a small smile on her face. Does this mean Kate is staying? Michael laughs. If she wants to. Emma runs over, hugs Kate tight. Please stay. Please. Sophie joins, wrapping her small arms around Kate's waist. Stay forever. Kate holds them both. Tears stream down her face. Forever sounds perfect. The next month passes in a blur. Kate hires new management for Reynolds International. Steps down as CEO. Sells most of her shares. Keeps enough to be comfortable, to take care of Michael and the girls. To never worry about money again. She buys Michael's house from the bank. Pays off his debts. He protests at first. Pride. Stubbornness. But she convinces him. They're family now. What's hers is his. They renovate together. New paint, fixed roof, updated kitchen. But they keep the bones, the heart, the memories. The blue mug stays. Kate's mug now. Angela visits every other weekend. Supervised at first. Then gradually more freedom. She brings gifts, tells stories, learns how to be in their lives without controlling them. Emma and Sophie warm to her slowly, carefully, building something new. One evening, 6 months after the accident, Kate and Michael sit on the porch. The girls sleep upstairs. The night air is cool. Stars fill the sky. Crickets sing. The wind chimes tinkle softly. "I've been thinking," Michael says. About? About how everything happened. If I hadn't stopped that morning, if I'd driven past you, where would we both be? Kate leans against him. You'd be here, with your girls, living your life, and you'd be dead or still trapped with Richard. Maybe. Or maybe someone else would have stopped. Fate has a way of working things out. Michael is quiet for a moment. Do you believe in fate? I didn't used to. But now, yes. I think I was meant to crash on that road. Meant to wake up with no memory. Meant to find this house, this family, you. Everything happened for a reason? Everything happened so we could be here. Right now. Together. Michael pulls her closer. I'm glad you crashed. Kate laughs. That's a terrible thing to say, but true. They sit in comfortable silence. The kind of silence that only exists between people who truly know each other, who've been through hell together, who've chosen each other, despite everything. Inside, Sophie calls out in her sleep. Kate goes to check on her, tucks the blanket tighter, kisses her forehead. Sophie settles, smiles without waking. Kate stands in the doorway, looking at the two girls she's come to love as her own. She thinks about the woman she was, cold, controlled, alone. That woman is gone, dead in the wreck on Route 47. This woman, this Kate, is someone new, someone better, someone who knows what matters. She goes back to Michael. He's waiting, always steady. What are you thinking about? He asks. How lucky I am. How close I came to missing all of this. But you didn't miss it. You're here. I'm home. The word feels right. Complete. Home isn't the penthouse, isn't the company, isn't the money or power or success. Home is this. A small house, two little girls, a man who saw her bleeding on the roadside and decided to stop. Sometimes salvation comes in the smallest moments. A decision made in seconds. A stranger becoming family. A life shattered and rebuilt into something better. Michael stopped his truck that morning because he couldn't drive past someone in need. Kate survived because someone cared enough to help. And together, they built something neither expected. Something rare. Something real. A family. A home. A second chance. The stars shine overhead. The night stretches out. Inside the house, two girls sleep safely. Outside, two people who found each other against impossible odds hold tight to what they've built. The past is gone. The future is uncertain. But this moment, right now, is perfect. Kate closes her eyes, breathes in, feels Michael's heartbeat against her cheek. She's not Catherine Reynolds anymore. Not the CEO, not the billionaire, not Richard's prisoner. She's just Kate, a woman who crashed, who was saved, who learned what really matters. And for the first time in her entire life, she's completely, perfectly, impossibly happy. The story comes full circle. Back to Route 47. Back to that morning. But now it's different. Now Kate drives past that spot, with Michael beside her, Emma and Sophie in the back seat. They're going to the farmer's market. An ordinary Saturday. An ordinary family. But as they pass the place where Kate's car flipped, she glances out the window, remembers, and smiles. The flower crown from Sophie sits on the dashboard, faded but preserved, a reminder of the day everything changed. Michael reaches over, takes her hand. The blue mug sits in the cup holder between them. Their mug now. Sometimes the worst moment of your life is actually the beginning of the best. Sometimes you have to lose everything to find what really matters. Sometimes salvation comes from the most unexpected places. Kate squeezes his hand back. They drive on. Together. Home.